How is it going, IGN Live? I am so excited to be here. We have a very special look at Phantom Blade Zero, which is a brand new action RPG featuring a dark art style, fast-paced combat, and a Kung Fu Punk-inspired style that blends traditional wuxia combat with a unique fantasy flair. Here to show us a extended look at Phantom Blade Zero gameplay, please welcome the founder of S-Game, Soulframe, and community manager, David Zhang. Welcome. It's so great to have you both here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So obviously you guys had a big reveal last year at the PlayStation Showcase. What's your experience been like since that original release?
Yeah, it's way over our best expectations, and we were overwhelmed by all these positive feedbacks from all over the world. We can't thank you enough for loving us. And today we're bringing you something more exciting.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for showing so much support for the game. For all of our previous promotional material, we showed a lot of cinematics, a lot of the story, and a lot of just like things to get people excited. And today we're here to show gameplay. So the point of this demo, yeah. So the point of this demo is that, you know, we have overwhelming feedback saying that the game looks amazing, everyone's so excited, but like, what is the gameplay like? Does it actually live up to what the trailer shows? And we're here to show you today that it absolutely does.
So yeah, we are diving into gameplay.
Yeah.
Through the demo, what went into putting this demo together?
Yeah, we'll play it here.
Yeah.
It's really great to be here to walk you through the whole process of the demo. Yep. Yeah, you can see it's really a demo, right?
Yeah, definitely a work in progress. Yeah.
So yeah, let's go through the tutorial. I will be the guy who is playing, and David will do the majority of the talking.
Yeah,
okay?
sounds
Cool?
great.
Yeah.
Great. So right off the bat, this is a demo, but do we get any story beats in the demo?
Well, for this demo, we focus on the combat itself. Yeah.
All right. Love it.
Yep.
For this demo in particular, because it is demoed at SGF, we wanted to, there's not a whole lot of time for players to play, so we really want to focus on what everyone is most interested in, which is the core combat, the core gameplay that people are going to be engaging with most of the time.
Yeah, so what were sort of your main expectations for players to get to experience as part of this demo?
So the main expectations that we really want to show off all facets of combat. So this demo is really put together to showcase a sequence of fights with various different types of enemies using various different types of weapons that are going to be present in the game. Because we feel that right now the thing on everyone's mind is what the combat is going to be like. So that is what we want to show off the most.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, with previous trailers and sort of examples of the game, there were a lot of Soulsborne comparisons. Would you say that those are accurate?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Although our map is a multi-layer, multi-pass, Souls-like map, but actually we're combining the more old-fashioned, combo-driven, traditional action into a Souls map. So it's kind of a combination of these two archetypes. Yeah, so you'll see that. Yeah. It's super fast-paced, so yeah, it's combo-driven, and you have very fancy combo, and you see it here.
Yeah, I think the Soulsborne comparisons, upon first glance, you might think it looks kind of like a Souls game, but really, as soon as you see the combat, it's quite different. It's a little bit more akin to the combo-style gameplay present in something like Devil May Cry, for example. Very fast-paced, hyper-aggressive, heavily inspired by like Chinese wuxia martial arts, and something that's very kind of present in that kind of style of fighting
is
this
very
like
basic attack first.
Yeah, it's like very acrobatic, a lot of showmanship in the fighting, and we really want to represent that in the game.
Amazing. We talked about, you just mentioned Devil May Cry. Are there animation cancels included as part of the combat?
Yes, absolutely. So there's a lot of animation cancels with both your primary weapons, and later you'll see in the tutorial you'll showcase the phantom edges, which are kind of like these gadgets that you can use as well. There's various ways to string together combos from multiple weapons together, as well as like your ultimate and then your phantom edges to kind of create these awesome long combo strings.
Yeah, that's always something that was super, top of mind for me when looking at the gameplay. Is it looks so cinematic, so cool. It feels like everything sort of blends together very well.
Yeah.
You talked about weapons. You can kind of see one of the weapons right here. Which weapon is this one?
So this one is the one-handed sword, and then you can see on the other slot you have the dual blades.
Yeah, now let's shift to dual blades. Yeah. Yep.
So what what weapons do players have access to, and will there be more available in the full game?
In the full game, there'll be a wide variety of weapons. In the demo currently, I believe we show 4 different weapons. We show them across multiple archetypes. So here you see the dual blades and the one-handed sword. We also have like a long straight sword and then a great sword later in the game to kind of show off different types of weapons.
Actually, we have 30 in all, in total. 30
All
or more.
right, yeah.
Yeah, 30 or more weapons. Yeah. And also we have this Phantom Edge, which is secondary weapon.
Yeah, talk to me about Phantom Edges. What are
Yeah,
they?
it's something like this.
Yeah. That is awesome.
And you can also shift to another one. Here is a bow. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So there'll be a wide variety of Phantom Edges, kind of covering a bunch of different gimmicks in combat. So the bow might be used for example, sniping down longer range enemies. Maybe if you want to go for a bit of like a pre-planned approach where you see an archer in the distance, you might want to snipe them before engaging with the melee enemies. There with the Tiger hand cannon, very flashy. You can actually use that mid-combo if you animation cancel correctly to kind of blast enemies right in the face, or use it from a distance to kind of knock enemies to the ground.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
The parrying system. I think it's a very unique system in our game. Let's show you the concentration mode, and you can move while you are defending. And let's do this.
Yeah, so the defense
I
in this
just
game,
hold it here. Yeah.
So
there seems to be almost like a guard break mechanic. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, like right below the health bar, there is your Shachi meter. It's kind of like a stamina meter. And pretty much as you're blocking using this kind of block stance, it'll drain your Shachi meter. And once it's drained, you'll kind of like be guard broken. So this defensive tool, it's easier for new players to use, but it's on a limited resource. So you have to be careful how long you use it for.
And also, the enemy can also block your attacks.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's the bar right below their health bar as well. God, every time I see the combos, it's just, oh my god, this is so exciting. Are there any sort of combos that you guys are most excited for people to find out in the game?
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
So many.
So many.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil too much, but we got a very quick look at some of them right here.
Yeah, you'll see in the real battle.
Yeah, this isn't even the start of the real battles. Huh? This is just the tutorial.
It's still the tutorial. Yeah.
Amazing.
The perfect parry here. Yep.
So there's a couple of defensive mechanics that I can explain. So first, we showed off the kind of block stance as like kind of the most basic introductory level of defense. You also have a parry that you can use. You can parry regular attacks, or there is these blue attacks that come in where if you try to use the block stance on it, it'll drain a lot of your stamina, but you can parry it to get what we call is a ghost step.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm going to showcase it right here. So right here is a ghost step, and what that is it's this kind of like special defensive tool where you kind of turn the enemy's offense into your offense and kind of take back the advantage and go on the attack.
Amazing.
You can't parry the red. Yeah, you can't parry the red eye attack, but you can do this.
Yeah, so for the red attacks, they're the other kind of like heavy attacks in the game the enemies will do. And essentially these red attacks cannot be blocked. They'll go through your block, but instead you can dodge it. So if you dodge it regularly, nothing will happen, but if you perfectly time a dodge and wait till the last moment to dodge, you'll also get a ghost step, allowing you to kind of get in more damage and weakening the enemy and opening it for combos as well.
I love it. It seems like there's so many opportunities to do combos.
And this is the power surge.
Yeah, so that was the ultimate ability in the game. So each weapon will kind of have like a different combination for its ultimate. And you can see in the bottom right-hand corner that purple flame under your weapon shows that you have an ultimate charge. Kind of just fighting enemies will recharge it, but if you land ghost steps, it'll recharge it faster.
Amazing. And there you go.
There you go.
First
Finish
enemy
of the
destroyed.
tutorial. Yeah. Let's go to a real battle.
Yeah, the real battle. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so I know we've had conversations in the past. You guys have talked about sort of recapturing the spirit of that sort of PS1, PS2 area, that creativity.
Yep. Yes.
So I know this has been a huge focus for you. How do you feel this is reflected in Phantom Blade Zero?
You'll see. I think it's full of innovations and very unique consideration about the game mechanics, and we do a really tough work. We wish S game can be in this studio with much resources.
Yeah.
So, you can see here.
Yeah, let's keep watching. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's not a Souls. It's not a typical Souls game. It's something very different.
So this demo obviously is sort of like a vertical slice of gameplay that focuses on combat, so it kind of like teleports you to different parts of the game. In the full game, what can players do between encounters? Is there overworld discovery, like hidden items to find?
There are tons of explorations and hidden chests everywhere. And here you can see we can do these assassinations. Yeah, let's do it here. Ooh. Yeah.
Very clean.
When you observe from here, you can see the maps are multi-layered, multi-path. It's a 3D map. Although in this demo, we only showcase a very small portion of this. And we can also shoot the other guy. Yep.
Yeah, so here it kind of showcases a bit of like creative uses of the Phantom Edges. With the bow, you can kind of observe the environment, snipe down enemies that it might be harder to reach with melee combat.
Yeah. There are many hidden corners. There will be a chest over here in the real gameplay. But in the demo, we just take off all the objects.
All right, so make note, guys. There's going to be a chest there.
Yeah.
Make sure you write it down.
The guy's hidden in a corner. And also something like this.
Yeah, we also have like contextual movement in the environment like that. In fact, there will also be contextual movement during combat as well, which we'll showcase later in the demo. But you'll be able to slide down walls, do wall runs across different areas, and you can actually cancel out of these contextual movement options early to kind of find secret areas like this.
Yeah, this is a secret platform with a chest here.
All right, another note to keep track of, guys.
Yeah, you will know in the future there will be a lot of hidden objects hidden in these corners. And now we're going to do another assassination. Yeah. Okay, let's get to the battle. So even the very basic enemy can do this acrobatic movements.
So the combat, essentially when both you and the enemy both still have your stamina meters, it'll be this back and forth of like high speed sword play, where the enemy will parry your attacks, you'll parry the enemy attacks, and then once you break the enemy's stamina and kind of break their stance, that opens it up to do a longer combo chain like that.
Yeah, I love sort of like the spin attack that we saw just earlier. It's super reminiscent of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah,
you can
precisely.
really tell that there's a lot of those elements in the gameplay.
Yeah, pretty reminiscent of the like old kung fu movies if you've seen any of them.
Absolutely.
So something you might know of the environment, something that we're going for is that it is very much like Chinese martial arts wuxia inspired, but it's also a combination of global aesthetics as well. S coined the term Kung Fu Punk to kind of signify this kind of aesthetics art style. It's a combination of both like Chinese iconography with like the wuxia martial arts kind of visuals, as well as like steampunk and even some sci-fi elements, kind of like some global aesthetics being put into this as well. So it's really a combination of a lot of things.
Let's go to this boss.
So this is the first boss in the demo. You can see the attack patterns are a little bit more complicated.
So we're looking at this boss right here. How many bosses can people face in the demo?
There are 3 in total.
3 in total?
Yeah.
Would you say, which one would you say is the toughest?
Oh, definitely the last one.
Last one is toughest.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's...
Very nice.
Yeah, that's it.
And now we're moving on to the second level of the demo.
Yep.
This will just be another boss fight. The first part of the demo was like a sequence of smaller enemies ending with a boss fight, and here we're just going to show off 2 more of our bosses.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. David, how about you're going to play this?
Yeah,
Alright.
sure. I would love to.
Now it's David on the sticks. Love it. No pressure. No
the
pressure.
long sword. Yeah, now you're
Yeah.
carrying a long sword.
So you can see that the weapon switched in this level. In the actual game, you'll be able to equip your weapons, but in the demo, we just wanted to switch them for the player to kind of show off a couple of different weapon variations.
Do you guys have a particular weapon that's your favorite to use?
I love the dual blades, personally.
Dual blades?
Yeah.
I love the big blades.
Very opposite play styles here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now talk to me about this boss. Who is this and what's sort of your strategy when taking them on?
Yeah, so for this boss, he features a couple of range attacks, but there's a small gimmick that I'll show you actually where he starts off with this range attack that you can just block at first, or you can parry to save your stamina. But if he does it again later, I'll show you can actually run in and parry it if you time it correctly. And here I switch weapons to kind of extend my combo. Oh, and I'm back on the defense. And I can actually weave in my Phantom Edge right here to extend the combo. Yeah. And I animation canceled out of that using a dash so that I can kind of go back to doing my attack.
And then we see
Here.
the ghost step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see the ghost step.
I didn't parry it.
Here he comes again.
Oh, no. This one's a lot tougher than the previous one, so. We tuned down the difficulty for the demo, but
Yeah.
still pretty tough.
Yeah, so what is sort of the difficulty meter, would you say, between the demo and the full game?
Well, this demo represents in the full game if you fully cultivate the character. Yeah, so it'll be tougher in the real game if you don't progress the character, but it'll be easier if you level up it enough. So this is in the middle, yeah, somewhere. Take potion.
So here I use my ultimate to cancel the boss's attack.
Yeah.
Kind of extending my offense a little bit. And here I kind of ran in and parried the range attack.
Yeah, nice.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Take him down. Yeah.
Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, the last one.
This is the final
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah,
right,
this is
yeah.
final boss. I'll have 1 or 2 tries if I cannot pass.
Yeah, so we've seen a couple bosses so far. This one, I actually believe we saw a glimpse of in one of the previous trailers.
Yeah. This one is in the previous trailer.
How do you feel now that people actually get to go hands-on against something that you teased so long ago? Like, is there like a little bit of more pride around moments like
Super
this?
excited,
Yeah.
and it's also very fun to see people being killed by the boss. Yeah. And also, this boss has very brutal way to take your head off. Yeah, you can see that.
Love the setting for this.
This is the boss from the first trailer.
So in the original trailer, there was a lot of acrobatic elements during this fight, and we wanted to show off that a lot of that people thought was just cinematic is actually part of gameplay.
Yeah, I'll show you how he can kill me. Yeah, if I don't do anything.
Whoa!
So it's brutal.
That is
it's
so
brutal.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, now for real, not for real.
Yeah, now for real.
Yeah. But we have multiple ways to get this. One of them is climb up the column.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that column climbing mechanic there was showcased in our first trailer. And even though it looks kind of like just a cinematic in the first trailer, it is actually part of gameplay and a strategy you can use to defeat certain bosses like this.
Is that also something that you can use to extend your combos further?
Yeah.
Or is it mainly as a dodging mechanic?
Yeah, so it's open to kind of the player's creativity. I think we set up like certain parameters to kind of certain affordances for the players to play with, and they're here to figure out like different ways to use it.
Very cool.
Yeah, weaving in some phantom edges again to extend some combos.
So I'll leave it to you. I'll die for this run, and you try it again.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds
because
good.
I'm about to kill him. Yeah, we can show different style to defeat this guy.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not so easy.
S is making it look easy. He's probably played the game the most out of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We saw the sort of like flail that he has switch to almost like a shield with like spikes coming out of it.
Actually, this weapon is a fantasy weapon in Chinese wuxia culture. It's called 血滴子, naming blood drop. Yeah, it's a very brutal weapon that can go to your head and take your head off.
Yeah.
And your head is collected inside this thing.
Oh, that's cool. So you can kind of have it as a trophy.
Yeah. You can have this
awesome.
for trophy.
Now, talk to me a little bit. I know we talked about the sort of style, the Kung Fu Punk aesthetic. How do you go about designing, kind of key moments like this? Having this, I guess, sort of temple that you walk into and there's an enemy waiting for you. What's the thought process behind this? Sort of
You always see a combination of traditional things like this temple and everything, and you also see very creepy and steampunk elements like the shield and the mechanic hands. So we always use a very nice combination of different cultures to make this Kung Fu Punk.
Amazing.
Nice.
There we go.
That's it.
Done. Guys, that was incredible. Guys,
That's it.
Soulframe, David, thank you so much for joining me here and giving us this look at Phantom Blade Zero.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
Now,
you.
before we go,
Yep.
let's check out this brand new trailer.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41.
The face of this is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
Phantom Blade Zero is in development right now, and as always, for all things Phantom Blade Zero, keep it locked on IGN.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.